excited to share with you the building blocks of creation, the Aleph to Tav, the alphabet in Hebrew. And today we are discussing the 16th letter, which is the letter Ayin. Ayin is the 16th letter, so it has a value of 16. It has a gematria of 70. The Ayin is the picture ancient of an eye. But furthermore, Ayin represents 70, which is nations. So immediately we think of the Tower of Babel, where God split the humankind, the human race at that point in time, into 70 different nations. He confused the language and he split humankind into 70 different nations. You and I derive from those 70 nations, of course. And that is also the basis of where the word is spread from, is from that 70 nations. Furthermore, 16 represents 1 to 7, which is a completion of a cycle, laying down the old, walking into the new, 8. And now with 16, we have a double 8. So in other words, it's 1 to 7, which gives us 8. And then it's 9 to 15, which takes us to 16. And 16 actually is where we are elevated from the physical into the spiritual, because it's a double measure. We continue our journey of life, and that is the first cycle. But then we start moving from milk to solids. And we start understanding more of God and more of His Word. And then we start elevating ourselves, or God elevates us and Yeshua elevates us into the spiritual, where we actually start thinking from a spiritual point of view and not a physical point of view. We start working, we start walking, we start talking from a spiritual point of view and not a physical point of view. We start knowing that with Yeshua, how can we go back to our old life? Our old life is gone. We are now in the new. We are in the spiritual. 16 also means the 16th parasha in the weekly reading is Beshalach, which means when he let go, or after he had let go, which is the story of the Pharaoh letting go of the Israelites. In other words, Egypt letting us go. So we move from the physical into the spiritual, and Egypt no longer has a hold on us. Egypt has to let us go because we're moving into the spiritual. I want to end off with the Ayin has 2 different words that I want to end off. Arba, which means 4, ends with the Ayin, who is the space holder for the A, and our Messiah's name, Yeshua, ends with an Ayin, where the A, once again, the Ayin, is the space holder for Yeshua. May grace and shalom be ours in full measure, and thank you, Ayin, for fulfilling your purpose in creation.